What to do when things don't go as planned. Sometimes life doesn't go as planned. Perhaps it's a job that we wanted, a relationship that seemed so promising, or even just plans we made for a particular day. Unexpected things happen, and what we had hoped for doesn't turn out the way we imagined. We all have those times when things are just not working out, and it's okay and normal to feel scared or nervous. As humans, we prefer order very close, the known over unknown, and familiar over unfamiliar. Whenever we feel disappointment, it's like a setback and it slows us down. It throws us off course. The following tips should help you when things in your life don't go as planned. Number 1. Acknowledge your thoughts. When things don't go according to your plans, your thoughts can get out of hand. They can either remind you of the past or make you worry about the future. Now, of course, you can't just ignore your thoughts or stop thinking, but instead of trying to resist them, recognize that these thoughts exist without judgment or negativity. Acknowledge that you are upset, sad, or disappointed. Once you calm down, you can begin to address the issue. Number 2. Don't take things personally. There are times when things are out of anyone's control. During these times, tension can definitely run high, and the matter of politeness can go right out the window. Try to recognize when this happens, and whatever you do, don't take things personally. Keeping your own emotions in check can help you work effectively towards a solution. Number 3. Assess what went wrong. Be objective in how you look at a situation. Try to get a clear view of what happened and avoid blaming and pointing fingers. Make sure your approach is neutral because stress or emotions can cloud your judgment. You should evaluate the good and the bad and make an assessment of a situation based on the pros and cons. Number 4. Identify how it occurred. When there is a problem, you probably try to make the best of the situation. While it's important to develop a healthy coping mechanism, understanding how the problem occurred in the first place is equally important. It's normal to think that the problem is out of your control, but most of the time, a lot of things can be prevented. It all comes down to the amount of responsibility you take over the problem. Number 5. Recognize if you are reacting or responding. You can't change the negative things that happen to you, but the way you react to them is something you can change. If you don't learn to deal with negative setbacks, you will find yourself caught in a negative cycle, creating even more headaches. This is why it's so important to understand what went wrong so you can respond properly. Again, this doesn't mean that you should blame yourself or others. It means figuring out what led to the problem by looking at the series of things leading up to it. This is an excellent way to understand how you can prevent a situation from happening again and learn how to do things better next time. Number 6. Give yourself a break. Sometimes life can get difficult and things get really tough. But even during these times, taking time out from everything that is happening can work wonders on your mind. Find a quiet place and take a few moments to just breathe and calm yourself down. It's a good idea to distance yourself from the situation for a little while, be it a few minutes, an hours, or a day, however much time you need. You can engage in relaxing activities such as reading a book, working on a hobby, or listening to your favorite playlist. This will help you calm down so you can resume with a clear idea. In fact, not only will you feel better, but you will find new ideas coming to mind, helping you work on solutions to the problem you are dealing with. Number 7. Explore your original expectations. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't go as planned. It's what happens when things don't meet your expectations. Look at a situation and think about the expectations you had. Sometimes your expectations are very reasonable, but other times not so much. Breaking down your desire in a logical manner can be challenging. That's because they are larger driven by emotions. However, doing this can help you explore your expectations in greater depth. Number 8. You can vent, just don't dwell on the problem. When things aren't working out, often getting angry may be your first reaction. It's easy to get angry at a person who betrayed you, that company that's mistreating you, at your core for breaking down at the absolute worst time, and so on. If you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, go ahead and let off some steam. Call a friend, complain, cry about it, or scream at the top of your lungs. Whatever works for you. Just don't get too caught up in the process. Venting is not about letting your rage out on someone. If you don't have a trusted friend to talk to, try a solitary activity like writing a journal. Let your feelings flow. Get them out of the way and then move on. Number 9. Focus on the positive. Even when everything is going horribly wrong, your perspective is what truly matters. Catastrophize only creates additional stress. When you only focus on a negative, you fail to acknowledge what is right in your life. To keep your chin up in a difficult situation, take some time to identify the positive things happening in other areas of your life. You will be surprised at how much you can maintain your focus if you just stay positive. Even during challenging times, learning to deal with setbacks in a positive way rather than letting them throw you off course will help you deal with life's challenges more effectively. Number 10. Seek a solution. When life throws a curveball at you, you should look at the problem and figure out if it's completely out of your control or if there is something you can do to correct it. More often than not, when something isn't working out, it's because there is an opportunity for something new, a new way of thinking or a new way of approaching things. So, think outside the box and try to observe the problem in a different way. If there is a possible solution, determine your strategy and take the required steps. Number 11. Set new expectations. You should replace your old expectations with new ones, perhaps better informed and more realistic versions. Let's say you are not really in shape but you want to start jogging. It's much better to set a realistic goal of doing a 5K run within a few months that it is to plan on running a marathon. If you are just learning to cook, it's a lot more sensible to make dinner for a friend than to attempt to make a 3-course dinner for a group of people. If you want to reach your goals, it's imperative that you stay level headed and approach these goals in agreement. Number 12. Know when and how to ask for help. Sometimes you are too close to a situation you can't be objective and you don't really see it for what it is. When you feel unsure about something, it's a good idea to talk to someone. People on the outside may have a better perspective about what's going on, and there's really nothing wrong with asking for someone input. Talk to people you trust. Tell them how things are going and ask them what they think about the situation. They may be able to give you some suggestions that you perhaps didn't think of. Even just sharing your troubles with others can sometimes help you find clarity. Also, learn how to accept help graciously when it's offered to you. Number 13. Recognize the learning points. Each new encounter you have offers a chance to learn something. When things don't go as planned, ask yourself what you have learned from the situation. Then think about how you are going to apply what you have learned moving forward. By doing this, you gain something from every encounter, no matter how bad they may seem. You walk away a better person, stronger, wiser, and with more life lessons to draw from. Number 14. Look at the big picture. Being in the present is a good thing, but it can be easy to get lost when you are just focusing on what it is. When things aren't going to so great, you can realize your thoughts and gain some optimism by envisioning how you want to see yourself in the future. Remember, you can always change the perceptions you have of an event. So use this as a challenge and be creative. Sometimes a situation can be real pain to deal with, but always do your best and don't beat yourself up over it. Embrace change instead of fighting against it and learn from the lessons it can bring to your life. Worrying too much about the outcome is not going to change anything. The sooner you embrace this, the easier your life will feel. What do you think? Have you ever had a major disappointment in your life? What did you to overcome it? And how did you grow from it? Share your experience in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.